talking about other pipers, I mean, Murray. At what point was he going to Nicol? Uh, did you meet via Bob Nicol?
We did cross. No, we didn't meet via Bob Nicol, but we met round the games at the competitions through the season. But I remember crossing. We crossed one time for a lesson. I was going out to see who's coming in, kind of thing.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. But no, we obviously going around the games. We were always bumping into each other. So
yeah, interesting. And now let's go back. You talked about Bon Accord. You played with that band. It was a competing band.
It was a competing band. Yes, I remember. I remember playing with them at the in the World Pipe Band Championships in Perth in 1969. So I remember that was good fun.
Was there it was a ladies' band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So was it a ladies' category?
No, I think it was just the grade 4 general. Yeah.
So and was Bon Accord and playing in a pipe band more of a social thing, or?
Well, yes, it was at that time, and it was great to go away. And I think for me learning, it was great to be within a ladies' band because being quite young, if we were going anywhere on trips or anything like that, it was quite easy to go along with some of the older women. Would always look after the younger girls, that kind of thing. So it was a family feel about it. There was young girls, there was teenagers, and there was older women, and it was a good environment to start doing that kind of thing. And then when Sandy stopped teaching them, I moved on to the D-side ladies and had a stint with them.
And how long did you play with D-side ladies?
I'm just trying to think. I probably maybe was there from 13 until 16. So then at 16, the solo piping was really taking up a lot of my time. So there was a decision to be made. Really, was I going to stay with the band? Sometimes there was clashes with competitions.
Right.
And of course, if you're going to be with the band, you've got to, be there. So I made the decision to just concentrate on solo piping.
And then that was it for pipe bands until now.
That's it.
Did you ever wish that you could go back to play in a band? Did you ever get the inspiration to I don't know, join Spirit of Scotland or something along the way?
Oh goodness. There's a part of me that would be really good, but I'm probably past it now for that kind of. It's a different discipline.
Yeah.
But and I think the bands are great for a social thing. I mean, I often look at the bands and say that it'd be nice socially, because solo piping's quite a solitary pursuit, really. It's but no, I've never thought of going back into a band.
So let's return you and Murray. After you met, did you start going to lessons with Nicol together?
No.
Never did that.
No, it was always separately. Yeah.
So, but you must have sort of. Did you share information? Did you?
Well, definitely.
Did you play what are you doing? What am I doing?
Yeah, absolutely. And that was good because I could absorb everything that Murray was learning as well, and of course he being a bit slightly older, and more mature player and what have you. It was great. It was really good. So I could say, well, run things past him and say, well, what do you think of this? And of course I would get his input as well, which was really good.
Yeah. And as his success started to fall in, he was very successful from a very early age. Did that inspire you, or was it kind of more it must have inspired you too, but the solitary, my own goals? And
well, it was really good, I think, because by that time we were going to the competitions together and doing all those kind of things together, and I think it was good especially when I went into the Open, which was really a male-dominated environment, and you would maybe go to indoor competitions and the tuning rooms would be full of males. I felt a lot more comfortable being with Murray and able to do that. And I think I would have felt very self-conscious doing it myself. So we were always together doing that kind of thing. So it made it easier. It made it easy for me to blend in, let's say.
So let's talk about that. When you're, I guess now we're what, mid to late 70s, where you're in the senior
Yes,
playing.
that's right.
You've decided that you're gonna go into the senior stuff and play against, the likes of Hugh McCallum.
Well, at that time, before the grading,
Yeah.
you were, when you went to games, and a lot of the the really good players went to games in those days.
It was open.
Yeah, it was open, and you just saw it. Well, it was a training ground. You just get in there and just keep plugging away, and
And how was it? Where today it's different, but I guess 40 years ago, what were the judges like? Did you have some additional challenges because you were female?
I wasn't aware of it at the time, and sometimes when you're young, you don't overthink a situation like that. You don't wonder what other people are thinking, or you just get on with it and you do it. And when all was said and done, it was a hobby. It was something you did for that. Didn't really think about what the judges were thinking, or it was just, what competition is it this week, and we would go together.
And for your own solo career, were there some significant breakthroughs that you felt as a piper that really could have kind of stood out, like getting into the prize list, or beating, placing ahead of someone significant and getting the acknowledgement? Like when did that start happening?
Well, I think, obviously in the gold medal level at that time, you were playing against, obviously you weren't playing against the open players, but as you started to creep in and get some prizes, yes, it boosted your confidence, and made you want to try even harder.